19th, 2016 was our last time.
Yep.
Well, anyway, this is our first one back.
Anyways, welcome to the Premature podcast. My name is
Yeah.
Mario. We got Jesse
name's-
Sanchez and we got Mikael Wright
Mikael,
back again after 5 years because there ain't nothing else to do in the quarantine except talk to each other because,
True.
we can't hang out with each other. We're not breaking the law. We didn't throw a party this weekend. No, we didn't,
No,
officer.
Yep. We're not.
No. All right, we're just going to start here, though. How nervous were you when the cop came? Because I was like, oh, damn.
I was pretty fucking
I was
nervous.
pretty
The
nervous.
one from yesterday.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, I was a little bit nervous to be honest because I was like, shit, like he's parked. There's like 5 of them outside.
Yeah, there's like, I know, that's what, at first when I looked, I was like, okay, there's like a one cop. And then I check again and there's like, oh shit, we got like 3 cop cars out here. And mind you, my grandfather's outside and he's blasted.
Yeah.
He just smoked a fat ass joint and then he
Yeah.
goes outside and I'm like, oh no.
He was trying to smoke. Yeah.
Obviously we follow the rules because we only had 10 people in the house, so, but we had 10 people outside. So
Is that 10 people?
we had 10 people inside, 10 people outside.
Is there like a rule like during this time, like how many people you can have?
I thought it was you can only have 10 people.
10 people?
I think it's the gathering no more of 10 people right now.
No, this is in California, from what I remember. But I don't know anything, so it doesn't. Yeah, I couldn't tell you, to be honest with you. But yeah, I was pretty nervous because I was like, man, this is gonna suck if that's how it goes down. But they didn't really even say anything.
No, I mean they were out there for a good while. Like,
Yeah, they were out there for a good like 20 minutes, I would say. But what I was surprised is I still don't know why they stopped them.
Well, I was the closest, and I kept hearing drugs come up. I don't know if this guy was tweaking or if he was under influence.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounded like they took him in for drugs. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
He looked like a tweaker though.
No, he don't look like a tweaker, dude. He comes down the street like I don't know how many times. Like I've seen him go down the street and he just looks normal. He had his mask on last time I seen him. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Power to you. All right. I say we start with the first topic. I don't know who wants to go first. You know what? Jesus, you start. Nope.
Okay.
I said Jesus. Jesus is gonna start first because he's got the most pressing topic that I actually can form an opinion on now.
Okay.
Let's start with which restaurant is better
when
it comes to chicken.
How dare he call this place a restaurant? Okay.
This is heaven sent, bro. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Literally.
One of them. Chick-fil-A or Popeyes? What are your guys? Okay. All right. Look, Saturday we had. Look. Saturday we had Chick-fil-A.
No, we didn't.
And today we have Popeyes. And we.
Wait, was it on Saturday?
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, my bad. Right.
Get your fucking facts straight.
Okay.
Come over here and disrespect. You better get your facts straight, Jesus.
Hey, hold on. Look. We'll settle this tonight. Okay, which is better, right? Even though you already have your opinion set, it's just an opinion, and we're gonna respect each other's opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys think?
I crossed my fingers when you said that.
What do you guys think is better, the Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich or the Popeyes spicy chicken sandwich?
Chick-fil-A.
Having tried it today.
Chick-fil-A. It's still Chick-fil-A, dude. It's still Chick-fil-A for
Why?
me personally. I just think it tastes better as a whole, and also, maybe this isn't fair, but I also attribute the experience of getting the chicken sandwich as a big factor.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Popeyes, the girl, she couldn't even hear what I'm saying, dude. She couldn't even hear what you were saying.
I know we have to get really.
You know what? I'm gonna say it too. She didn't have her mask on correctly. That deducted 5 points for me. Okay. I'm just saying that deducted 5 points for me. The sandwich is good. Now I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound like I'm bagging on the sandwich, but no, it's not. Like I think the sandwich is actually good. I just think that it's just not as good as Chick-fil-A, but it's close. It's close.
Mm-hmm.
And people say that the flavor on the I'm blanking. What the
Popeyes?
hell? On the Popeye sandwich is better. I disagree. I don't think so. It's also not as
I,
spicy.
no, it's not.
It's a
Uh,
bigger piece of meat. It's a bigger piece of
yeah,
chicken. I
Okay.
you
will. I
get
will
more bang
agree.
for your buck. Yeah, you get more
You
bang for
know.
your
You know what
Popeyes.
I think it is. What portion of it is better? I think the bun's better.
The bun, that's
Yeah,
gonna be
I
my
like
thing.
the
The
I think
bun
the
bun.
is
bun's
better.
I
better,
don't
dude.
know
I think the bun's better.
what's that bun called. We were using it for burgers the other day.
Potato buns?
No, it starts with a B.
Oh, brioche buns.
Yeah, brioche
Oh
buns.
yeah, they're good
But the
buns.
kind of buns
Potato
that they
buns
use.
better.
I think that's the
I think
kind
it
that
is.
we use. Yeah. Look, I like it's tough for me, but one quality that I like about the Popeyes chicken sandwich is the sauce. For some reason, I'm like I really dig the sauce that they put on it.
It
But
adds nothing.
no, hold up,
It adds nothing, dude. I
and
forgot it
and
had sauce. That's how trash it is.
no, it's I don't know what it is with that sauce, but I think it's really good. But if I were to like choose between one or the other, I think I might go with Chick-fil-A. Okay.
Attaboy.
I think I'm going to go with Chick-fil-A only because look, even though Popeyes their chicken sandwich, I think it's good. You know, like both
It
of
is
them
good.
are
It is
good,
good.
but you're just getting the chicken and pickles are amazing, Mike. You should try it and pickles. But you know, with the Chick-fil-A sandwich, like you get tomatoes, you get the cheese, you get lettuce.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's
You get
more
that Christian spirit.
like
You
Christian
feel
spirit. You
holy
know,
when you go there.
yeah, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Chick-fil-A sandwich, like that was raised by
I was raised by
wonderful
a
family, two
household.
parents.
Two
Yeah,
parents for
household.
sure.
Yeah, Popeye single parent.
Popeye is definitely a single parent. It's a mom too. I'm gonna throw that out there.
Hey,
It's a beautiful mom.
single moms build athletes,
And
not
oh,
drug
and
dealers.
this is another thing that I don't like. So this one thing I don't like about the Popeyes chicken sandwich, and Mike pointed this out today. Was
Mm-mm. I'm
come out
interested.
looking deformed. Like it always comes out
That
looking
shit do be
deformed.
coming out deformed.
Deformed? What do you
Yeah,
mean? Like the chicken?
Like it be
yeah, the
like the
chicken.
bread and the chicken. Like when you get it, it'd be like all smushed together.
Yeah, like it's all
Mm.
smushed.
Could it have been
Like
because we ordered 6? I'm just saying. Is there a possibility that it was
I've
just
had
mashed
actually
together?
like I've only ordered like one or two, and it's come out deformed.
Hmm.
So it's like it's a the shape of the sandwich is not consistent.
mhm.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Is that I don't think there's consistency. Whereas Chick-fil-A, I feel like there is consistency. I think the only thing they're not consistent on is that sometimes you get a hotter, like a spicier batch. Sometimes
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's either spicy or it's not as spicy. Also, could just be me personally. I don't know.
You know what? I've only been getting the spicy chicken sandwich, but I
Mhm.
hardly taste anything spicy about it.
I don't know, man. I most of the times it's pretty spicy. Like, now I'm Mexican and I usually eat salsa every day, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying like this has a good spice. Not like it's like,
Hmm.
like nothing crazy like that. But it's just like it's like it's a good spice. It gives you a little tingle, but doesn't
Yeah.
overpower it.
True.
You know, that's the
Other.
one. Like you were talking about the sauce. We're gonna come back to that. I'm sorry, but the
Yeah.
sauce. I completely forgot there was sauce until you brought it up right now.
Yeah. 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 With the sauce, it's. I mean, sometimes they put enough, sometimes they
So
don't.
Jesus,
Yeah.
is it better than Chick-fil-A sauce?
No.
All right
Mm-mm.
then. See, this is the thing. Are we judging it just as a whole? Or are we also judging, the fact that you can put Chick-fil-A sauce on it?
Well,
You gotta add that as a factor because
yeah.
I
it is
don't
an
even
option.
I mean, with
like
adding
Chick-fil-A
Chick-fil-A
sauce.
sauce, like which Chick-fil-A sauce, like I'm all in with Chick-fil-A. Like no
Hmm.
doubt. Like that Chick-fil-A sauce is just honestly, it's one of the best sauces I've ever had in my life.
That shit just hit
Put it
different.
It does. Even their honey mustard, I
Mm.
prefer their
Mm.
honey mustard over Popeyes. I will say the best honey mustard is
Popeyes
Wingstop.
honey. Popeye's honey mustard is trash.
Yeah, but it's the only good thing that I can get from there.
Yeah,
The benefit that Popeyes has is that it's 5 minutes away from my house. That is the
yeah. Chick
number
Fil A
one
is like
benefit
Yes,
that they
and,
have.
a
and
whole
because
damn
of
near
that,
half.
because of that, I'm more. I'll go to Popeyes more than I do
Hmm. Hmm.
Chick-fil-A because
But
the near one. Well, now that they opened the Manteca one,
Yeah.
go there, but that's still like a 25
Mhm.
minute drive, whereas Popeyes is like a 10-minute drive.
yeah, I would say that is the one thing Popeyes has over Chick Fil A. It is more established.
But
Okay,
what?
so you didn't state your. What is it for you,
Yeah,
Mike?
my
Is it
yeah.
Popeyes or is it Chick Fil A?
See, my thing is the bun on the Popeyes
Mm,
chicken
mm,
sandwich is
mm,
so
mm,
amazing.
mm. I agree.
That
It is
bun,
very
that
amazing.
bun is delicious.
That thing
But
gets toasty.
every time I've had the Chick Fil A spicy chicken sandwich 3 times, each time it has been consistently
Mm,
shaped right,
mm-hmm,
Mhm.
consistently juicy, and just the right amount of everything. And every time they say my pleasure, I fuck with that shit.
mm-hmm. See, I think
So
the thing is that their chicken, when they kill it, like they rest it to sleep. Popeyes, they chop the head straight off.
Hey, you guys, you guys want to know what goes? What are the
Oh,
55
I, I,
ingredients of Chick-fil-A
I
sandwich?
don't even want to know. Hey, Sus, don't ruin anything for me. Just let it live. Just let it live. Okay, that's like when they start like, oh, what's in a hot dog? I don't want to know what's
Okay,
in a fucking hot dog.
just want to
I-
eat it.
I'll
I just
just
want
say
to eat the
this.
hot dog.
I'll just say this, which I think it's very good,
Oh,
is
let
that
me let me turn off
they
my
add
headphones. Okay, go ahead.
they add paprika to the Chick-fil-A sandwich.
That yeah, I believe that. Probably a little cumin in there too, right? Cumin?
No, it says spices. I don't know what kind of spices. It just says spices.
No cumin? Cumin? I don't know how to say it.
Cumin,
Cumin?
Um,
Cumin, I think, right? Cumin?
cumin, yeah,
Well, you
you're
know which one
right.
I'm talking about, cumin.
yeah, cumin. No, it doesn't say anything about that. I
That's
mean,
bullshit.
I don't know what the fuck
Where are you
this
getting this list from,
mo,
Jesus?
mono
Right.
phosphate.
What the fuck? You don't even. What the? No, I can't trust that.
Oh man, but yeah.
So I
I
think
would
we. So
I would.
so is this a 2-1 vote? Because Mike said. So Mike, you're
I,
picking
He likes
Chick
the
Fil A
I'm,
then.
bun.
I'm, I'm on Chick Fil A.
You're on
Chick
Chick
Fil
Fil A. I'm
I'm on Chick.
surprised. I thought you guys might turn on me on this one, and I was
No,
ready
I
to
mean,
bury both of you.
I may joke around about like how Popeye, you know, their chicken sandwich is way better than Chick-fil-A, but at the end of the day, I know where my heart lies, and that's in
Yeah. And look, it's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Popeyes is good. Popeyes is actually
Chick-fil-A.
really good. Like,
Yeah.
if Chick Fil A wasn't around, they'd be running the game. And definitely people like them because people were literally like lining up for this. But I think I
Mhm.
have to, as much as I want to judge I was gonna say the burger, the sandwich on its own, you just kind of got to add all the other factors into. Like I just think they have
Mhm.
Chick Fil A has much better service. They
Much better
handle
fries.
much better fries. Cajun fries are actually pretty good. I had them today. I thought they were the last time I had them they weren't that good. But that's
Mhm.
another thing, consistency. Consistency. Fries I think are a little harder though. I think fries because it's just like if that one person leaves them in for 5 seconds too long, they're burnt or not long enough. But I just prefer going to Chick Fil A because I know that they're gonna handle it right. They're gonna take my order. I'm gonna get everything correctly. They're gonna tell me to have a good day. It's a fun experience.
It
You
makes you
know,
feel better when
It
you're
is.
leaving
makes
the
you feel
fast food
good.
restaurant.
Feel like I donated to a church or something. It feels good. You know,
Yeah. I can say
that's my biggest thing.
yeah. I can say I don't think I've had one bad experience at Chick-fil-A ever.
Never.
Every
The
time I
only
go,
bad experience I ever had is that person that tried to cut me off, and you know how that went down.
Mhm.
He died.
or when we used to go and I would order my food and your food wouldn't come out for like maybe like
Yeah,
10, 15 minutes.
I think somebody in there was just a fucking hater. Okay, because they were like, "Look, these
Or
assholes come
nosy.
in here like twice a
They're-
week." Yeah, twice a week. The lady knew Jesus's name.
Yeah, she did. She
They're
knew my
like,
name.
"You're
Damn.
back." They're like, "Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah.
we are." Okay, get our damn tater tots ready. Okay. But that always happened. That's probably the worst experience I've ever had.
Yeah.
But it's just whatever. It didn't happen a bunch of times, or it's not like I never got my food. There was only one time I had to wait really long. Remember, Jesus? And I was like, I really don't want to start a problem, but I'm going to start a problem.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna start a problem because other than that, like, I would get it maybe like 3-5 minutes after you. But then there was one
Dude.
time where we went and we sat down in there, and it took like 15 minutes. And what happened is, I guess the order just never went through.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say that's probably just human error. All right.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah. Of course.
Except me. But, yeah.
Remember that one time when we walked in
and
I ordered my food, and
I remember this is going.
And I didn't even sit down. I didn't even pull out my chair, and they already brought out my food. I was like,
that's service. Okay.
Some great speed right there.
That gets 5 stars on Yelp.
And then afterwards, they asked me like, "Oh, can I take your trash away?"
Like, yes.
Yes, you may.
Please. They asked, and you know what? Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
I feel like Chick-fil-A is just all better because the service is amazing. They get your food out really fast, even if you're in a long ass line.
Yes,
you're not gonna spend longer than 15 minutes in that line. Popeyes, when they had the chicken sandwich first came out, you at least was there for like 45 to like an hour just in line.
Oh my god, dude! I remember the one we went to today. It was like all the way down the street for the line. I remember me and Gabby were gonna go, and we went. We passed by, and I was like, "Why not go?" Like, that's how bad it was. And you just knew they weren't ready for this. They weren't ready for this.
Memes that
All those memes. Oh my god, that poor lady, dude. She must have smoked 2 packs of cigarettes when she got home. She was so stressed out.
Hello?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, we hear you. You're back.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I think that's the biggest thing too. And you know what? With Chick-fil-A, they do handle the lines better. Like, that's just a given. Because how many times have we went recently where the line is out into the freeway?
But we only sat in there for at least 15 minutes.
It's impressive, honestly. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if I'm in Costco and I see a big ass line, and I'm doing my job and stuff, and I'm like, flipping the barcodes up, I'm like, damn, there's 30 people in line. I gotta flip all of these. I start stressing. So kudos on them for handling it well.
I agree.
So I think that's fair. 3-0. Popeyes, you're good. You're just not. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I just remembered. Here's another reason why Chick-fil-A is better. Because when you go in, they have little flowers on the tables. And now, it could technically just be a date. Because you know what that means. If there's a flower on the table, it could be a date. Everyone knows that. That's a rule.
Yep.
So I think that's also another reason. Boom. Chick-fil-A is better. Fuck you, Jesus. Jesus, he was a fucking traitor before we got on this podcast. I want everybody to know he was a fucking liar. He was over here disgracing God. Okay? He was. Don't lie. Remember that one time he was like, "Oh, you know what? I had Popeyes and I think I like it more." Whatever. You fucking traitor.
Look, I'm
Go ahead.
Busting your balls. Okay?
Couldn't bust my big balls if you tried. It's all right. Revisionist history, okay? He just once he hopped on the podcast, now he's like, oh yeah, here's all Popeye's problem. I've been saying that shit since day one. Traitor, bro. All right, that settles. Chick-fil-A is better. We already knew that, but we just had to talk about it.
We had one person that didn't believe.
Yeah,
but
we did.
Now I do.
About time. All right, Mike. I'm gonna let you roll with the next topic because this one might cause a fight.
Yep.
Okay. My topic is your top 3 favorite cereal based on 1, sweetness, 2, fruity, and 3, your favorite plain cereal.
Mm-hmm. Now, is this like our favorite 3, or is this like These are the only 3 we can eat for the rest of our life.
These are the only 3 you
Oh
can
my
eat for the
god.
rest of your life, based
Oh,
on
that's
one from each of those.
I must have ate 5 different cereals this week. Okay.
wait. Okay, so you said one plain, one
One
sweet,
sweet
and
and one fruity.
one fruity. Okay.
Man, that is hard.
Yeah. You want to go first, Mike?
By sweet, do you mean sugary?
Yeah,
Okay.
But fruity is also sugary too.
but it also has that fruity, sugary. It's like it's sugary, but it has that fruity taste.
I feel like with fruit, you mean it needs to be in the name.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
fruit.
Like Fruity Pebbles.
Or like Captain
Or
Crunch berries
when
or
you
something
think
like that.
Yeah.
when you think about something fruity, are you thinking like something colorful,
Mostly.
like Fruit Loops?
I would
Mm.
consider Tricks fruity.
You wouldn't.
I would.
Okay, I was gonna say that makes no sense. Okay. See,
Um,
now I'm kind of confused about the categories, Mike.
yeah.
Because
Those only 3
when I think of
categories I
Frosted
could think of.
Flakes, I guess they're plain, but they're really sweet.
But they got that little bit of sweetness on them.
But they're really
I would
sugary. They're literally frosted.
put those in sweet.
Would it be easier if we just did
The top 3?
top 3?
Okay,
Like it doesn't matter what it's.
Yeah. How
okay,
about
let's
just
just do top 3.
3
Yeah,
cereals?
top 3.
These are what you're gonna eat for the rest of your life. These are the 3 you're gonna eat for the rest of your life.
Okay.
Frosted Flakes are in that list. That's a given
All right.
for me personally. But
What?
then I get into Cinnamon Toast Crunch. They just have to be in it, right?
Cinnamon
In
Toast
my
Crunch.
opinion.
That's
CT
number one
Crunch
for
and
me.
Frosted Flakes. I just feel like those are like the 2 just like cornerstones for me. But then I start thinking, okay, what's the 3rd one? I really fuck with Fruit Loops.
That's why I was gonna put Fruit Loops.
But you know what? I really like Captain Crunch berries, Jesus. I really do. I really do, Jesus. I don't know if I could live without him. But I don't know if I could live without Fruit Loops.
I would choose Fruit Loops over Captain Crunch.
Mm. See, here's the thing: is that both of those fuck the roof of my mouth up whenever I eat them.
Mm-hmm.
See, Cinnamon Toast Crunch does that for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Remember when they came out with the churros ones?
Yeah, me
Ooh,
and his sister were just talking about that.
them were solid. They were solid, but I
Jesus
don't think
said he
they're as
didn't
good as
like
the
them.
regular ones. They weren't as good
Yeah.
as the regular. They weren't on that
No,
level.
they're not. But the churros, those
Yeah.
fuck the top part of my mouth for some reason.
hmm
I,
Like if someone put them in front of my face, I'm gonna eat them.
mhm.
I don't think I'd buy them though. I don't
um,
know.
so
How do you guys feel about Lucky Charms?
I like Lucky Charms. Like the marshmallows is good, but like once you eat all the marshmallows, like I don't
Mm.
want the rest.
yeah, like yeah, the
Like
marshmallows is what you really want, but everything else, like I always kind of compare it to like Cheerios. You know, it's almost
Churro.
kind of
churros.
Churro.
Cheerios.
Churro.
Like Cheerios to me is plain. Like, I'm gonna just put it out there. It's
Wait, Cheerios are Honey Nut Cheerios. Big
okay,
difference.
Cheerios, but I do fuck with Honey Nut
Dude, Honey Nut Cheerios hit.
They do.
Cheerios.
They really do.
But I wouldn't put it in my top 3. I would say
I don't know.
so. For me, it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruit Loops, and this
Mm,
other one. I just have to put it up there because I would rarely have this cereal when I was little, but every time I had it, it just hit
mhm.
differently. It's Cookie Crisps. I don't know why,
Oh,
but
I
it
wasn't
just
expecting that.
yeah, Cookie Crisps. Like I have
I
to put
fucking hate Cookie Crisp. Jesus.
really.
I fucking hate Cookie Crisp. One time Gappy
Yeah.
bought a whole thing of Cookie Crisp and I said, you better eat those Cookie Crisp because they were $3.99 and I ain't eating them. Did she eat them?
Okay.
No, she didn't.
I would like to know
I
why.
hope she listens to this podcast. Our one viewer. Our 2 viewers are going to be just our girlfriends.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really don't like Cookie Crisp.
And why?
I used to like Cookie Crisp as a kid, but over time I feel like the consistency of Cookie Crisp is going down. Like I used to really fuck with it when I was like maybe like 7, 8.
Here's the
But
problem with Cookie Crisp, okay? And it's I don't know how you fix it. I don't think you can. Is that the best time to eat them is when they have just enough milk to where they're still crunchy, but they're not hard. If that makes any fucking sense, it doesn't. But the problem is that they get soggy, and then once they get soggy, then
They
they're
get
not good.
soggy too fast.
Yeah, they get soggy and they're not good anymore. And I just don't think like the cookies are that flavorful either. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of the what are those chewy cookies? I think Nabisco makes them. They're like chewy shit. They're chewy chocolate chip cookies.
I don't know.
You don't know what they are? I'm gonna look them
Chewy
up.
chip cookies.
Chewy chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate chip cookies. Oh shit. In a package. Are they? They're not.
Oh, you're talking about Chips Ahoy?
Chips Ahoy. Thank
Oh,
you.
Yeah, Chips
They're
Ahoy.
like Chips Ahoy, like the chewy ones. I don't like it. That's what they taste like, and I don't think they taste good. I
I
don't
don't
like
really care
those
for
either.
Chips Ahoy.
I don't like them. I think that is a terrible pick. But
That's I pick it because like I would really have that when I was little, and every time I would have it, I just think it tasted amazing. But I will agree, like if you don't eat it fast enough, then it's just gonna get soggy.
mm, you know what my grandfather does, and it's fucking weird. I'm gonna put
What?
him on blast right now. He gets a big ass bowl of cereal, like Pops. He really likes Pops, which is weird because it literally has no flavor. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'll just put it in the bowl, put the milk, and then he'll just let it sit. And I can't get over it. I really can't. I can't get over it. Like it just gets soggy. I mean, hey, if that's how you like to eat, I'm not judging. I mean, I am, but like you can eat however you want, but it's weird. Because I
That
don't
is
know. For
weird.
me, when I want cereal, I want it to I want the milk. I want it to spread in throughout whatever the cereal is, but I don't want it to get a hella soggy. That's why I usually
Mhm.
pour less milk so that won't get as
Right.
soggy. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's very weird that your grandpa just lets it
Yeah,
sit.
that's weird. Dude, like I'm not even joking. He'll let it sit for like 10 minutes.
That's just weird.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
So
Maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe I need to ask him. Maybe I need to ask him. Maybe I really do need to ask him. Because I remember when I first saw him do it, and I never noticed that until he started living with us. And I was like, how long you had that cereal out for? Like in the thing, just sitting soaking up. He's like, oh, I like my cereal to be like not so crunchy. And I'm like, but isn't that the point? And he's just
Wait,
like, like what?
does he spread it out? Like, does he make sure it's like
No.
okay,
Yeah,
in milk?
he spreads it out. No,
No,
he
no,
doesn't.
but like,
No,
does he make sure that it's covered in milk, or does he like just
that
like
I don't know if he has like a special technique that he uses. I highly doubt it. I think he just pours the cereal in, like I don't think he goes. I think he just does like pours in one spot. That's what I do. I pour in one spot. I don't pour like over.
mm-hmm.
I
If
spread
that
it
makes any
out.
sense.
I give
I don't
everything
spread it
love.
out.
Yes.
I make like a circle around the bowl.
I gotta make sure the top ones are still crunchy enough so that when I
Crunchy.
work through the bottom ones, it's still crunchy on top. That's
I mean,
how you
I do
get
like
crunchy bite.
the outside though. I don't do like the inside. So the inside is still crunchy,
Okay,
The
okay.
outside
Mm-hmm.
ones
See,
are the
everyone's
ones
got a
get
different
soggy.
way.
Yeah.
My sister, she's fucking stupid. She she does the thing where she puts the milk in first and then puts the cereal in, and I will just
Oh,
say that's fucking wrong. Okay, and if you do that, whoever's listening, you do that, I'm not gonna say anything. But that's like the same thing as like putting the water in and then the ice. All you're gonna do is make a mess.
you might as well be the spawn of
Yeah.
Satan.
Yeah, that's what me and my sister we would argue about that all the time.
Yeah, and also if you put the milk in first, you can't put as much cereal as you
Yeah,
want.
Exactly.
you can less for your buck.
That's the thing is, it's
Yeah.
like you don't even know. You don't even know. It's like when you put the cereal in first, then you could judge like, oh, I need this much milk. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
But then once you get that much milk, you're just like, well. Plus, you just make a mess. That's my biggest thing. You just make a mess because it's just gonna splat all over the place.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Whatever. I guess it's cookie. So it's Cookie Crisp.
If I were to replace it with anything else, anything like
Oh
I'm looking
god,
at the
he's
list.
already replacing it.
No, if I were to ever if I need to replace it, I would replace it with Apple Jacks.
I can't remember the last time I had Apple Jacks.
I haven't had Apple Jacks in at least 3-4 years now.
I feel like those are just not as good as like Fruit Loops.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I bought them because I remember them being good as a kid, but not had them. I was like, these are at best.
Are those the ones with the cool the commercial with the two
Yeah, the
Yeah.
cinnamon
sticks?
and the apple.
Yeah, the cinnamon.
Yeah,
They
cinnamon
were
and apple.
totally racist. They were totally They were Jamaican. Remember?
Yep. Uh-huh.
That's what I remember.
Hey, bro, I just
No,
want to say
one of
that
them. No,
the apple
the
was
cinnamon
a
was
snitch.
Jamaican.
The cinnamon was Jamaican. What was the other one?
It was an apple. It was just I think the apple
It's just like
representing the white guy, to be real, because he was snitching too much.
Yeah.
That's what I remember because it would be on like when you're watching cartoons and shit, and it would come up. Oh, even on Disney Channel a lot too. And that's what I remember. Remember he had glasses? I think one of them had glasses, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was
I think
Jamaican
the
guy.
cinnamon one got the glasses. Yeah.
But didn't they make a part of the cinnamon make it look like he had like a
Dreads?
bandana? Yeah, like dreads.
Yeah,
That's what I
like
was
a
thinking.
band.
Like dreads. I was like, wow. Thinking back now, I'm like, that was racist.
Yep.
Okay, that was really racist. It's like like in Star Wars Episode 1, where we're just gonna pretend those people on the trade negotiations aren't
Oh, yeah.
Asian.
Asian.
They're
They sound
clearly Asian, but the
Asian.
thing is that they sound Asian as in a white man speaking Asian.
No.
Mhm.
I'm just saying.
That's what they sounded like. Yep.
Prequels suck. But
yeah, that's my
Prequels
list.
weren't that bad. That's
no,
another topic.
No, they're
They
bad,
weren't that
Mike.
bad.
That's another
Shut the
topic
fuck.
for another day.
They're bad. Okay, there's no saving them. Okay,
They all
dude.
work.
In episode 1, you see the fucking power cord going from her dress
I
to
don't
the
care
wall.
about episode 1, but I care about episode
That's
3.
a prequel
I-
movie.
I care
I
about
choose
episode
to
3.
ignore it.
I don't know. That's hard to ignore bullshit. Okay, that's no.
It's another
Mm-mm.
topic for another day.
No.
Yep.
Whatever. They suck. And that's the end of it. All right. So hey, Jesus, what's your top 3?
So top 3 is Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruit Loops, and the third one's either between Applejack.
Nope, it's one right now, Jesus. You're picking it. It's the rest of your life. You got 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Applejacks.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Mike, I gotta know. All right, cool. Apple Jacks. So you said Apple Jacks, CT Crunch, and Fruit Loops.
Yep.
Can I choose 4?
You could choose a runner-up.
Man, I think it's definitely Frosted Flakes, CT Crunch. Ooh, I want to give it to Fruit Loops. I think I'm gonna give it to Fruit Loops because then I still get that fruitiness.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I think. Oh man, I'm trying to think. Is there any other cereal I'm forgetting? I don't think there is. Is there?
I'm looking at a list right here.
That's what I needed. Remember that list that was going around on Twitter about pick one from each row? Did you guys see that?
I think I might have, but like a long time ago. They have like right here. So I'm gonna just name a few. So there's Fruit Loops, Tricks, Mini Wheats, Reese's Puffs, Cornflakes, Special K, Cheerios, Raisin Bran.
What are these French Toast Crunch? These look interesting. I've never tried those.
I've had them before.
Was that the thing you
Actually
told
pretty
me
good.
about
Yeah, that's
earlier,
what I was
Mike?
talking about. Yeah.
Have you guys tried the chocolate ones? Or Cinnamon Toast Crunch? I haven't tried those either.
I have. The chocolate ones are amazing.
I'm surprised no one said Reese's Puffs. Not the biggest fan, but I'm just surprised.
I'm not the biggest fan either. I like the candy. I just don't like the cereal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair. I'm not a big chocolate person, so that's pretty much why. All right. I think I'm definitely gonna go CT Crunch, Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops.
I did want to pick Lucky Charms, but I don't know. The problem is just like you're really dependent. I think Lucky Charms would taste better if they were just the marshmallows, but like with Honey Nut Cheerios. Because the problem is those little
I
things
think
have no flavor.
if they were like had flavor too, I think they'd be better.
Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I want a bowl of cereal right now. Like I'm looking at these Frosted Flakes, and I'm like, I could get down on some Frosted Flakes right now. So yeah, that's my 3: CT Crunch, Frosted Flakes, Fruity Loops. Mike.
Get away.
My first one has to be CT Crunch.
Okay.
They've never failed me.
Really don't.
Golden Grams, I like those.
Golden.
Wow.
Are those like the bears?
No, it's like
That's the whitest thing you ever said, Mike.
Golden Grams.
I'm just saying
I
that
don't
is
know why.
for
I
sure.
don't know why.
They're
What
good.
is
No,
I
they're
don't
good.
know why. They're
I've never
good.
seen these before.
I just
They're
feel
the
like
same as those
that's
Grams,
like,
right?
Hmm?
Or
but yeah, but they're like
they
Golden
look
Graham
like it.
crackers.
Yeah, they're hella good.
But you know what though? Graham crackers fucking smack, dude.
Exactly.
I remember sometimes like I would go to my grandma's house and she would give me like graham crackers, and that was the only time I ever had graham crackers. And I was like, this
My
is fucking heaven.
mom showed me she would have like the cinnamon graham crackers, and she would break them up into like multiple pieces, and we would put them in a bowl and pour like milk over them. So I used to eat them like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to eat the graham crackers like cereal.
That's delicious, Mike.
It was delicious.
You know what? I take it back. That's probably one of the best things you ever said, actually.
My third one has to be. I want to. It's a tie between like Captain Crunch peanut butter and Captain Crunch berries, because I like both of them, but I think over time I would like the peanut butter for longer.
I didn't even know they had a peanut butter flavor. I'll be honest with you.
That shit hit, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
But my runner up is Honey Smacks.
Wait, I'm sorry. Come again?
The Honey Smacks with the little frogs on it. The little frog on it.
The Honey Smacks, is that a Walmart version that I am not aware of?
I don't know. When you grow up poor, yo, there's like those
I've
instead of
never
like
heard
the box
of
cereals.
on there. Honey
It's
Smacks.
a frog.
That's a fucking cereal?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's made by Kellogg's. I can't hate on it. And by the way, I'm not hating on the fake whatchamacallit, because some of them low key are actually pretty good.
It used to come in a bag instead of a box, and it'd be so big, and we used to just munch on it all the time.
Mm-hmm. Dude, for last Christmas, my grandma gave me, literally, I am not shitting you, 10 pounds of cereal.
Goddamn.
10 pounds of cereal. Half of them I've never seen before. But did I eat them? Yeah, I ate them. Yeah, I'm sure did. So Honey Smacks. Okay, I think I might have seen them, but
I've never had those before.
That's just
I've never had them. Oh, that's your runner-up. Okay. What do they taste like? Honey Smacks.
I don't know how to describe the taste.
They look like peanuts.
Do they taste like butter?
No.
Like,
I don't know. You guys have to taste it. I haven't tasted it in a while, so I can't like tell you off top what they taste like. But it's kind of like I can't really even tell you guys what it tastes like. I haven't had them in years, but I remember them just being really good. It like kind of like a brown sugary taste, kind of.
Oh, I love that taste. I might have to actually try these now.
I used to just sit in front of the TV watching cartoons, just eating the whole bag of that bitch.
Yeah, that sounds good. You know what? I'm gonna try this just because the frog looks cool. Also, that frog, why do you have his hat backwards? Just throwing that out there. Why does he look like TIP from like what the fuck was that movie? ATL? Oh, that's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
That's a good movie.
I think it recently just got added to Netflix too.
Did it?
Yeah.
Dude, am I gonna watch what is that? Is it Step? Oh no, Stomp the Yard. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Stomp the Yard is pretty good.
Yeah, that is a good movie. All right, so your top 3 is
CT Crunch, Golden Grams, and what was my last one? Captain Crunch Peanut Butter.
Captain Crunch Peanut Butter. I don't think I've actually ever had those. I only had the regular ones and the berries.
Yeah, I like the peanut butter ones.
And I will say I haven't had the first time I had Captain Crunch was like 2 years ago.
Damn, you would have thought.
Never once had
First
Captain
time.
Crunch. Nope, no one ever bought it, so I didn't buy it. That looked like wasting my money. I don't know, trying something I don't know if I like it or not.
Just just keep buying the same cereal that you like.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't ventured off to other cereals. Like
Mhm.
keep buying the same ones I like.
Bro, I'll be picking up random boxes every once in a while.
Yeah, see, I don't ever walk down that aisle because then I'll just buy a bunch because I'll just be like, well, I gotta try them new fucking Frosted Flakes with like some other else in there. But see, the thing is also is that I saw that there was a different Frosted Flakes. I don't know if you guys seen it. I can't remember the name,
There's
but it was
multiple
like a
different
different type.
frosters.
Yeah. Did you know there's a Frosted Flakes with damn, what is it? There's one where there's actually I don't know if that's actually real. But I could have swore there's Frosted Flakes and another Kellogg's brand. They like merged them together and it actually looked pretty good. I can't remember.
Oh, it's
Oh
one
well.
of those cereals.
Yeah.
Right here, there's chocolate frosted flakes, chocolate. Oh wait, frosted flakes marshmallows.
Oh
cinnamon
yeah.
That I
marshmallows.
think it is. Because it's just Lucky Charm marshmallows, isn't it?
Let's see.
I
Frosted
mean similar I
uh,
guess. I'm pretty sure they're
they're similar, but it's not like
yeah.
arms. Yeah, with
Damn,
marshmallows.
I think I'm gonna try it because I think that's what it was. Because it
You know
also
which
goes
one?
back to the argument is just like the marshmallows are just good, and the Lucky Charm little sawdust thing that they make us eat just
Just
aren't as good.
terrible.
They're just not.
Mhm. Dude,
As
I
soon as
didn't
you
even
finish the
know they had
marshmallows, you're
all
just
these
basically
kinds.
done with the whole thing.
What happened?
They have. I didn't know they had like all these other kinds. They have cinnamon. They
The
have
cinnamon ones be hit. The
Ooh,
Frosted Flakes
banana
cinnamon,
cream.
they have
those are really
cinnamon
good.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, cinnamon.
that's really good.
Ooh,
Hmm.
okay. Damn, I wish I had known that when we went
Yeah,
to Target earlier.
you gotta try the cinnamon one. They're really
Okay,
good.
I might have to try the cinnamon ones. That actually sounds good. I think I like the cinnamon ones because they have a little bit of brown sugar in them.
Yeah, that's
Brown
really.
Yeah.
sugar.
Okay, have you guys ever like thought about like making your guys' own concoction with the cereal? Like, have you
I
ever like
have.
what would happen if I were just to mix these two?
I have.
With
Yeah, me too.
what kind of cereal?
I put the. I remember it was one day when like you open a bunch of cereal boxes, but you only have a little bit of each cereal in it. So I had Honey Nut Cheerios. I
Uh-huh.
had Captain Crunch berries, and I had Frosted Flakes, and it actually turned out to be not that bad. It was weird tasting all the different flavors, but it was good.
Hmm.
Mine was Frosted Flakes and CT Crunch, and it was pretty damn good. That's why I'm thinking, okay, cinnamon Frosted Flakes, and I don't have to do all that extra work.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try that. Yeah, I don't. That's probably it. Honestly, I don't like mixing my cereal. My dad, like, so what we have is like obviously we have the cereal box, but we also have like containers that we put cereal in. Like usually the main ones, like CT Crunch and Frosted Flakes. Like we got those on deck. If we don't have those, someone's fucking up in the house. Okay. So we always have that, but my dad has a tendency to where like if one of the other boxes, like let's say we have like Lucky Charms or something, and it's like super
Hmm.
low, like to the point where there's like maybe half a cup, he'll just mix it in with the other cereal like a fucking maniac. Okay, and I always tell him, and he's like, "Oh, it'll taste the same." I'm like, "How would it taste the same? Literally, how? That makes no sense." And he does this shit with cookies too, and it drives me insane because I don't know if you ever bought like two different things of cookies. Oh, actually, no. Like if you were to buy like a muffin, right? And you
Mhm.
have a case of muffins, but then you also put the cookies in there. The cookies are gonna taste like muffins.
It's like
Does that
the
make
banana.
any
It's like
sense?
the banana effect, like when shit's
It's
near bananas.
exactly, Mike. Thank you. It's like the banana effect.
Yeah, Mike's on a roll tonight.
Mike is really on a roll. I didn't know you knew this much knowledge on food. You're changing my life right now. Because I didn't know what to compare it to. Because whenever I say it, they're like, "Oh, how does it taste like the fucking thing?" And it's just like, I don't know. Just do it at your house. What do you want me to do? Like, I could tell you why it tastes like this. I can't like really like, but the banana effect, that's actually pretty smart. Fuck, Mike, you're surprising me, dude. I'm surprised we didn't have any more interesting ones. Cereal.
I don't know. When
But
I
then
came out with
again,
Golden Grams, I was like, nobody.
I
I don't feel like neither one of you guys have
yeah,
ever really
I
fucked with
completely forgot about that. I honestly thought you said Golden Girls.
Golden Girls.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about this mashup? I saw so there's a picture. It's a limited edition mashup of Frosted Flakes and Fruit Loops.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one either. I don't know if
Yeah.
I would combine Fruit
That
Loops with
don't.
Frosted Flakes.
That don't sound appeasing to me.
I would try it. It might be good.
I'll watch
Yeah.
somebody try it.
You wouldn't try it?
If I see that you, if I saw you try it and you liked it, I might try it, bro. I
How
wouldn't
about if
just
I
be like,
didn't?
damn.
How about if we tried it at the same time?
If we try it at the same time, I'll
You know
try it
you're
with
gonna eat the whole bowl anyways.
you. Yeah.
Exactly.
Just have a little bit of Mario's bowl.
Yeah. I'll just leave you the soggy parts on the bottom.
That's the worst part.
I know. That's why I'm gonna leave you that part.
I'm definitely gonna hate it then.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. I think we got all
And
of
we're
that.
set.
Yeah. I think we're
Yeah.
good. Okay. Last topic, and this is my topic, and I brought a serious topic because I'm not a child.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Okay, so the question is, obviously, 2020, May 25th, we're recording this technically. We're still in quarantine in California.
Are we
Alameda
really?
County, we're still, well, I guess I'm the only person in Alameda County, but I'm pretty sure it's similar everywhere else, You have to wear masks to go to places. The movie theaters are closed, the malls are closed. Pretty much every restaurant that I know of is takeout. But one of our favorite things to do is go to the movies, right?
Yeah.
When do you think you'll feel comfortable enough to go back to the theaters? And I'm going to add something else to it. What would make you feel more comfortable? Because I think that's a big part too. Because obviously in theaters you have to sit closer to each other, and by closer I mean the fucking person next to you is like right next to you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So if let's just say they open it back up and it's just like back to normal, like you just go in, you go into your seat and whatever.
see,
I don't
bro.
know how they would do it.
Every
I
time
don't.
somebody cough in the movie theater, I would jump now. I'd be like, I wouldn't
You
trust it,
would
but
not jump.
I mean, I wouldn't jump,
Yeah.
but I would be like, like I kind of
Yeah,
want
I
to
know
move
what you mean.
Look
after that.
over. Yeah.
You'd be concerned.
I feel like I would only be like 100% certain to actually sit next to people in the movie theater again if we had a vaccine. Like if I'm for sure, like I can be cured from this type of shit.
Mm,
Hmm.
okay, okay. Mike, theaters open July 1st.
Mhm.
Do you go see Tenet?
No,
You don't.
I might wait until like the final weeks of it being out to where
Hmm.
nobody's actually in the theater anymore. That way I can have more space to
Yeah.
myself at least.
That's the big thing cuz I think like I really love the movies. I hate when I have to deal with like stupid people, but I mean that happens, whatever. But like if they were like Marvel was just like, "Oh yeah, Black Widow is like coming out July 6th or something." Also, what's going on? Is somebody having an alarm going off in the background?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I don't know. I would be pretty conflicted. I think it depends on how they handle it. Like, are we gonna have to wear masks for 2 hours in a movie theater? Because at that point, I don't want to go anymore.
That
Because I
would
hate
suck.
wearing the mask. Yeah, that
I
would
would
suck.
not.
And how does it work for like? Are we still getting popcorn? Because if nobody's making popcorn, I'm gonna be really upset too.
It's gonna be tough. Like there's gonna be a new normal, and I think it's gonna be very difficult for people to get accustomed to that. Me personally, I don't know if I would be comfortable going uh to the movie theaters because a similar experience. When I came off the plane from London, like the whole time I was concerned because I don't know who sat in my chair before me. I don't know if that person is sick or is carrying any type of infectious disease. But even even if, like, Mike says, even if they were, like, he'll feel more comfortable if there's a vaccine, right? Okay. But for some reason, like, even if there's a vaccine, like, something in my head would just tell me to just wait. Like, don't go.
I mean, I would want to wait for like testing to be done and everything. Of course, they're gonna put testing out before they even consider putting on a human being. But it's like I don't know. I would have to see it how it affects different people because, of course, certain people have like diabetes, heart disease, and this disease does affect those people the most. So
Hmm.
we would have to see how the vaccine also affects those same people.
Right. I don't know.
How about if they were to say, okay, like, say the theater, the auditorium holds like 100 people. How if they said, okay, well, we're just cutting it down to half. So in
I think
between every seat, in between you, there's going to be an empty seat.
I think at that point they probably double the price of the movies. To be real,
Mm,
'cause they got to make up for what they do. Because
that's true.
the other day, I forget who we were talking. Oh, I think it was your uncle or somebody who was talking when he was saying they're gonna have to like make every other seat available, so they're gonna try to raise the price or something. So
Yeah, that's another thing too. It's just like I don't know, like that. Yeah, because I mean, you already. I don't know if you guys saw it, but like AMC when this all started, like the first month into it, they were like, we might file for bankruptcy. I don't know if they did. I didn't keep up with it, but like they're just losing money. Like they just got a bunch of empty fucking spaces that aren't making any money.
mm,
So like, what's gonna? I mean, like, I assume there's gonna be people that want to go back to the movie just because they want to feel that like normal, and also there's gonna be people that maybe just don't care. But there's gonna be a lot of people that do care and don't want to. They're not gonna want their kids to go. They're not gonna want their family members to go. They're not gonna want the people living in their house to go.
mm,
So then, yeah, it's just like, do they raise the prices? But I don't know if they could because then you're like maybe driving people away that would want to go because now they're like, well, I gotta pay even more for a ticket because the ticket already is like if you go on Friday night, like, and you go see a movie at like 8 o'clock, like that ticket's fucking like at least $18
yeah,
where we live.
Hmm.
And like if I want to go see an IMAX movie, it's gonna be like $26. That's hella expensive already. I don't know if I want to pay more for a ticket.
Do
yeah.
you?
I think the only thing movie theater only really brings that experience. Like to be honest, some movies I've watched back like at home, and I don't enjoy it as much as I've seen at the movies. Like the Avenger movies, they're great movies, but I feel like each time I've seen them at home, I don't like get that feeling. But when I've seen it in the movie theater, I've got that excitement. Like I'm sitting in my seat,
Hmm.
I'm focused, and I'm just like you see all those people like making comments and laugh. Some people's comments be annoying, but some people's comments actually be funny, and it gets
Yeah.
the whole theater rolling. Like that
Mm.
experience. Some movies you just can't beat that theater experience.
It's better with a crowd. Like when we went to go watch Endgame, and like uh when they all came back and everyone started screaming and like yeah, spoiler. People crying, screaming. I was just like, dude, like you're
Yeah.
not you're not gonna have the same feeling at home with just like two or three people.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's why I think that it's in like now. I don't think you need that for every movie though. I think
No,
for
yeah,
Avengers Endgame, I think it's cool if you have that experience and still like you can go home and enjoy it. Personally, I think the biggest experience to me, like what I want from a movie theater experience is obviously the like if it's like a Avengers movie, I want the crowd to be cool, you know.
hmm
But then it goes into like I want a comfortable seat. I want a good picture, like the quality of the picture is good, like the projection is on point, and then the audio sounds good. Like I don't know, like I one time I went to the movie theater, I think I was Into the Spider Verse, and they like there was something wrong with the audio where you couldn't really hear the dialogue.
hmm
And I asked them, I was like, "What's going on?" Like I can't hear anything, and they like, "There's a problem with it. We're trying to fix it or whatever." And I'm like, "Okay, well, shit, I spent $20 for. It. You're gonna give me a thing?" And they did whatever, but it's just like that. I feel like you could get those experiences at home.
Yeah,
Like I have a nice TV. Like I have a pretty expensive TV, and like that's just the type of shit I'm into. But I know the average person probably doesn't. Maybe they have a decent TV, but maybe they don't have like a really good TV or whatever. But I still feel like that's more than like, like 60% of the way. But people just watch TV with just, the speakers in their TV. And it's just like, you're just not going to get the same experience. Like, it's not
Mhm.
going to sound as good. But I mean, also some people just don't care. Like me, I care about the audio, and maybe you guys don't. I don't know if you guys care about like the audio where like, when you watch an Avengers movie, like you like to like,
I mean, I like
you
the
know,
bass and everything. That's why
I
I like the
care
movie
about it.
theater. Come just like I like the bass and
yeah.
all the when everybody comes together and the music intensifies and stuff.
Mhm.
I like all that it sets the mood.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like, Jesus, do you care about the audio or the picture
I
quality?
I care about all of that. Like audio, I feel like audio more
Mhm.
because like when you're in the movie theater, like example when you're watching an Avengers movie, when you hear and feel that bass, like you actually
Mhm,
feel like you're
mhm,
in
mhm.
there, like
Yeah.
in the movie. And one of the things that I like about the movies, because I I read some stuff that because of the lockdown, like it was, movie theaters were gonna die out because some movie theaters, I think it was Fandango, they were offering their movies online now, and so people were like,
Mhm.
why go to the movie theaters when we can just stream it at home? Um, but it's just something about the movie theater, like it's a shared experience, because you just go in with a bunch of strangers, you don't even know anyone, but like, you're all there to to watch this movie, but it's like a shared experience that's happening at the same time. You know, yeah, like you guys aren't conversating, but you know,
Yeah. I
I don't
agree.
know,
Like,
I don't know how to explain it.
yeah, I agree because it's like if Black Widow comes out on, I mean, I don't think it would happen. Or you know what, Tenet's a better example. Tenet, like that movie looks fantastic, and I want to see that in the theaters.
Hmm.
Like, if it was day and day, like it would never happen because the director Christopher Nolan, like he loves the fucking movie theater, and he will not let the movie theaters die, and he will not put it on like straight to digital. But hypothetically, if you were to put that on digital, same day digital and in theaters, I wouldn't think about buying it digitally. I mean, I would probably download it illegally, but I wouldn't.
Hmm.
I wouldn't purchase it. FBI. But I would want to go see that in I want to like get the experience because like I have a really good TV and I have like a really good speaker system and everything. Like I'm pretty sure it's better than anybody like probably on my block, honestly.
Hmm.
But it's not as good as a movie theater. You know,
Right,
like I
right.
don't have like a dope projector. Like with Dolby Atmos. Well, I guess technically I do have Dolby Atmos, but like you know what I'm saying, like. And you don't get that experience with everybody. You don't get to like meet up with your friends and go, "Oh, we're gonna go to the movie theater. We're gonna talk about it on the way out." As we walk and talk. Like you don't really get that experience. And like Endgame, I always remember Endgame and Force Awakens. I think were like huge because I mean, obviously those were like two of the biggest movies in the past like 10 years. But
Hmm.
man, when you went, I don't know about you guys, when especially Avengers Endgame, but just to talk about Star Wars, like Force Awakens when the first thing starts, the crawl starts, everyone just fucking like started clapping, going crazy, and then they start reading it and like you just what? And then like first thing, toom, like the music, and how
Hmm.
that movie starts with I think how does it start? No, it starts with a ship actually. I was like thinking about something else. But like that feeling you got was really cool because I think the biggest thing is you're in a room with a bunch of people that want to see the same thing as you. You know?
Hmm.
I think that's the biggest difference is that you're here with people that yeah, you don't know, but the odds are is that they like this thing enough to come see the movie. So you guys have this similar interest that you can like gather and rally around.
Yeah, that
I think
also
that's
reminds me.
Right.
the beauty of it.
That reminds me of like when I first saw Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods in the movie. Like it's just
Yeah,
that
me either.
experience. Everybody was excited. Everybody was dressed up in like their little Goku outfits and everything. but everybody was cheering when all the exciting shit happened, and it just made you. To be honest, that movie is way better in the movie theater than I watch it now. Like if I watch it now by myself, I'm just like, eh. But when it's a theater, it's just like all that energy that people were bringing. It's just like it made the movie more hype. And the movie, nothing can really beat the movie theater experience for at least
Mhm.
seeing some movies. Some movies I can watch at home, like that was a good movie, but when I see a movie in theater that's good, it's just like nothing else tops that experience.
That's like me with Invisible Man. Um, I think also I'm gonna get back to that, but I think that one thing is just that like the first time you see it is always gonna be the best time,
Yeah.
like because you just don't know what's gonna happen. But like Invisible Man was the last movie I saw in theaters, and I was like, I could totally could have just like, I don't know, did we all go see that together? I don't remember.
Yeah,
We did.
We
Yeah.
did, right?
Yeah.
That was a good movie, but I would have been totally fine if I just watched it at home.
yeah,
Like horror
I think
movies
it
for
depends on the
me is
movie.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like horror movies for me is just like the crowd can like really amplify the experience, or it could be a detriment. Because with horror movies, if you have that one person that's just like laughing at all the scary parts,
it just
like
ruins the whole
yeah, you just
ambience.
ruining the movie for everybody. Or I remember like when we went to go see A Quiet Place, and one person was talking, and a guy in the front row said, turned around, and he said, "Can y'all shut the fuck up?" He said, and we were in Oakland. We went to the one in Emeryville. So I guess it's not so well. You know what I'm saying? It's close to Oakland, but the guy turned around. This was the whitest dude ever. He turned around and he's like, "Can y'all shut the fuck up?" And I was like, "Oh shit, okay." But that I feel like that movie is a good movie to experience in the movie theater, just because it's so like they use music to build this type of like tense atmosphere that most people aren't gonna get in there at their home. With their TV speakers, they're just not gonna get the same experience. And I think that's why you know the movie theaters are there for people that can't have that experience at home. But for me, I could get pretty close to it. So I'm just like, I'm willing to skip out on a movie like Invisible Man to just see it at my house. I think it just depends on the person, honestly.
Right.
Like I said, some people just don't care.
Do you ever get like a noise complaint from like your family members or like neighbors? Like if it's too loud?
No, but I just bought a new subwoofer, like maybe
Uh,
it's a while ago. Dude, this fucking thing knocks. Dude, like, I'm talking about it shakes the walls,
Damn.
like,
Damn.
hard.
Holy shit.
Like hard. Like I'm talking about like if I don't even have it all the way up. That's the thing. I
Yeah,
only
you
have it
probably you
halfway.
probably can't even put it up. Like I mean, you could, but it's just
Yeah. Like the
heavy.
last movie I watched on there, we watched Bumblebee. And dude, like the first part, first like 2 minutes of Bumblebee are on Cybertron, and it's just like they're shooting, boom, boom, boom. Like the thing's like literally, it feels like it's tearing the house down. But that's what you want, like when you're in a movie, because like if there's some shit blowing up around you, it's not gonna be like pew pew. It's gonna be like like boom, so you can
Yeah,
feel it.
like
But
you can actually feel it.
yeah, like I can feel it, and I mean, it's huge, but like it's not as good as the one in the movie theater, obviously. But in a small confined space like my room, it sounds great. I haven't
Yeah.
had any noise complaints, but luckily my neighbor right next door to where the wall is, his room is on the opposite side of the house, and
Hmm.
also he's like the way his schedule work. I think he works like graveyard, I think, or no, I
Yeah.
don't know what he works, but during the day he's at work. I think I got it confused, but so he doesn't get home till like this time. So like
Oh,
I can just play my
like
music.
late
It's
at
not a
night.
big deal. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, it kind of works out for me. Like if I was in an apartment or something, and I had somebody below me and to the
It'd be
side
a
of
whole
me,
different story.
yeah, it'd be a whole different story. I wouldn't get a subwoofer because I know for a fact it will irritate the neighbors.
Right.
But hey, if the neighbor wants to come over and watch with me, we cool like that, then that would work.
Watch
But
a movie together.
hell yeah, dude. Like, dude, my shit, like, it's fucking loud.
Hmm.
But I mean, that's just what I care about. That's what I'm saying. Like, like the crux of this conversation is just like, what's gonna bring people back? Because as much as I love movie theaters, but I don't know if I want to go back. And I think it just depends on how they handle it too. Like I said, would you feel more comfortable if there was one seat in between you? Like, I would feel a little bit more comfortable. I
I
don't
think I
know
would
if
have to have like two seats because sometimes the niggas be leaning over and shit.
yeah,
I
but
would.
then
Like
it's
two
also like, is
seats
that is
between,
that
but the
is that possible?
That's what I
Also,
said. That's what I go back to.
Yeah.
You have to
would
raise the
they
prices.
would they be sanitizing? Like,
They
like, is that
have
gonna
to.
be a thing?
Oh
I
yeah,
see.
they
You
would
see
have to.
rules
They'd have
right
to.
now.
Yeah,
They have
like
to.
clean, after
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 each,
the show's done.
you know what? That's another good point because I don't think they would have as many showings because they would probably need to take a longer time to sanitize the seats down. But I
Yeah,
would be happy about that because that's what I always kind of think about. I'm like, they don't really clean these really good, and you know what? Like the guy probably gets paid like minimum wage, and I don't blame him if he half-asses the job. Okay, whatever. But just from like nowadays, like now you're gonna have to get like if it's a big theater, like if it's a big theater that has like 300 seats, that's gonna take a while to like sanitize all that.
yeah.
So that's
Also,
go ahead.
also, if multiple, if there's multiple showings, and like they're gonna need a large team that's
Hmm.
dedicated towards cleaning, you know,
Yeah.
because and they're gonna have to. Well, I don't. Well, they'll probably send everyone home, but like there won't be any leave. What was that noise?
Hmm. I don't know
Um,
what that was.
yeah. So I think they would need like a really big cleaning crew, because
Hmm.
as soon as one movie is done, they need to go in there and clean, and then there might
Hmm.
be another showing that just ended, and then they need another crew to go in there and clean. Like,
Yeah.
would it just be like, okay, we're not gonna use all of the rooms? Like, we're just like, are they gonna just use some and
Yeah. I
just
I
don't.
think. I
That'd
think.
be hard.
I think if they show like, say it's a brand new movie that comes out, usually they have about like 3 to 4 theaters dedicated to it, right? If it's like a
It
brand
depends
new
on the
like
theater.
top tier movie that came out.
Yeah, it just depends on the theater because
oh
they
yeah.
probably figure if it's like a Marvel movie, you want to put that on a lot of screens because a lot of people are gonna come see it.
I
Hmm.
would say like have it in 4 theaters while it's playing in 2 theaters. Be sanitizing the other 2 theaters.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
Southland,
that's the way it could work.
I don't think Southland will have a problem, only because it's a
It only
really
has
small
5. It only has
theater.
5.
Yeah, it's fine. So that would be easier. But the ones that would be more difficult to maintain, probably the
Union
Fremont.
City,
Or yeah,
Like
Fremont.
bigger ones, yeah,
Fremont.
bigger ones because
Yeah,
like
bigger
with
ones.
theaters like that, they have a lot of auditoriums.
Hmm.
But I think what also is like I think they could figure that out. They would just have to stagger the screenings differently. Like there just wouldn't be as many show times. There would be less because that time would
Yeah.
cut into it. Because you figure like when you go to the movies, if you show up early, maybe if you show up early enough, like you'll see them just getting out from cleaning. That process is gonna take longer now. It's gonna double or triple. So they'll just have to account for that. I don't think that would be a problem as far as like timing and stuff like that. It would definitely change. There would probably be less showings. Cause remember when like Force Awakens came out and stuff? There was like 40 showings or like 30 showings in a day. I'm like, that's crazy. And like they were having them go to at like 3 in the morning. That was a showing, but I don't think that's gonna happen anymore.
I think I think cleaning an auditorium will take around, I want to say, like an actual deep clean, maybe 30 minutes.
Uh,
I'm looking it up right now. It says that the average like cleanup time, like this is just cleaning up like all the mess that people, like spilled popcorn or
mhm.
napkins throw on the floor, or Mike putting his under the table. I mean, under the chair. Um, it says on average is like 10 minutes. Like they're kind of just in and out. Like I said, like they probably don't even clean it that well. They're getting paid
No, they don't.
minimum wage, so they probably don't give a fuck. How it
Yeah, I
is. Like
don't.
as long as it looks presentable, that's it.
Yeah, when you go into a theater and you sit down, do you think, "Oh man, this is clean"?
No.
No.
Yeah, I
I
don't either.
remember. I remember went to Bayfair one time, and there was a cum stain on the seat. I almost sat down in it.
Jesus Christ.
Just a cum stain, just chilling on the
Oh,
seat.
dude, I'm fucking lighting up. Whoever works there, I don't give a fuck. They're about to hear it from me. There's no damn way that's happening, and they're not gonna. Oh, what'd you do?
I left.
Oh, you left?
Yeah,
At
see,
what? At which one?
it was Bayfair.
Oh, at Bayfront,
Wait,
dude. I haven't been to
you
Bayfront in years.
you
I just
left
go
like the
there
actual
because
theater, or just
yeah,
you
nigga,
went
I
to the
wasn't about
seat?
to sit in there. Niggas been fucking in that theater. Why would I stay?
Dude, that
We
movie theater is just ghetto as fuck.
I
it
only
is.
go to it because it's close and like me and Diana would just hang out right there. So
Mm-hmm.
it
Nah,
was
I
closer,
can't
and
wait.
I didn't feel like driving all the time. I work right there, so it's fine.
I
Yeah.
forget what movie I was watching. I think it was The Last Jedi. I went to go watch it again, and people are just hella loud. Like they're just talking, fucking like
At Bayfair.
yeah, Bayfair, fucking talking and being hella loud and like you know, like it's a big distraction. That's why I don't like going to Bayfair.
Yeah, I think that could happen at a lot. I mean, we're just focusing on this one place that's by our house that is just a piece of shit. But
Mhm.
I don't. Yeah, I mean that happens sometimes. That's the only thing I usually like. If it's a movie that is a Marvel movie, or if it's like a bigger movie like a Tenet, or like when Dune comes out, like I want to go see that opening weekend, opening day. But if
Mhm.
it's not that type of movie, I'll usually just wait for it to die down a little bit, maybe go the following week or the week after. Just because I know there isn't going to be a lot of people in there. Because I just had so many bad experiences with people just kind of being assholes or talking a bunch. Where you get those kids that are like 13 years old and
Mhm.
they've never been in a fucking movie theater before. So all they want to do is just talk and, just fucking laugh at everything because everything's so funny.
I know. I hate
I
those
hate
kids.
kids. Yeah, I hate kids. But I don't know. I don't know when I'll feel comfortable to go. I'm not gonna lie. All it'll probably take is like them to be like, "Oh yeah, Black Widow's dropping tomorrow," and I'll be like, "I
I
mean, I
might
kind of
have
want to
to
find
go.
out what happens."
Would you go? Would you go if I think you mentioned it earlier, but would you go if they allow people to go into a movie theater like they'll separate seats, but you have to wear a mask.
I couldn't wear a mask for that one.
And my thing is too is like, how are they gonna enforce that? Like, he's gonna have someone in there just like staring at people all
Probably,
day.
They're gonna have a Karen in
probably,
there.
but then if that happens, they're gonna have to confront them, and then that's gonna
It's gonna
Mm,
uh
lead to something else, and somebody
distract
might.
people.
Because
Oh yeah, that too.
with this whole security thing, anyway, like people are literally getting their arms broken and shot and killed over people saying you need to wear a mask. So it's like at that point, it's a dangerous thing too. People are on a
Talking
short
about what?
fuse right now. I'm just talking about in general. People are just
yeah.
crazy right now. But I mean, it would relate to somebody in the movie theater also telling you to
Hmm.
wear a mask. Like, what if that person just didn't feel like wearing a mask that day and he's already irritated. Next thing
Hmm.
you know, he pulls out a gun and shoots the dude, or he tries to fight the dude and breaks the dude's arm just because he told him to wear the mask. Like, people at this point and the point we are right now, I think people are on a short fuse.
Yeah. And also, like, how does that work? Like, are they not gonna sell food? Because how are you gonna wear a mask and like drink your soda, or
Mhm.
eat your popcorn or eat your hot dog?
I know some
There's so
places
many
the food
questions.
stands still aren't even
Yep.
open. Like at Target, we don't have the food court open at all.
Mm. Yeah. See, there's so many questions. Like, I can't wait for it to actually happen, just so I can see how they're handling it. Because every theater is gonna be different, and in every state and every county. But yeah, I don't know. I think there actually is one open. Isn't there some theaters open in somewhere? Like in like
Um,
Alabama
I
or
know for
Florida?
sure. Probably Texas. Texas is open.
Oh yeah, Texas is open, huh? I completely forgot about that.
They had the whole like pool party thing.
Oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna look up movie theaters. Texas, you said, right?
Yeah, Texas.
You can probably hear my keyboard.
It says here, the AMC at Newark. It doesn't say it's closed. Like all the other movie theaters around here, it
Really?
says
I don't know.
temporarily
I've
closed.
noticed if you're on Google, right?
Yeah, I'm on
I
Google.
noticed some things on Google don't say closed, but they are
Mm-mm.
closed. Like I drove
Well, they
by.
probably haven't updated it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I had that problem today when I went to Sonic's. It said it was open until 12 a.m. And that is on their site. It says 12 a.m., but it says it's actually open until 10 a.m. I mean 10 p.m.
Oh, okay. Look, okay. So it says the AMC New Park 12 theater is temporarily closed, but the AMC IMAX theater is not.
But what
What?
movies aren't even coming out right now?
They must be just playing reruns. There's no way it's open.
It doesn't say
Because
it's
the
closed.
IMAX is
I
just that
mean,
one
it
big
might be
portion,
closed.
one auditorium.
Yeah, I mean, it might be closed. Like they just haven't updated it on Google.
Okay, so I have an article from Deadline. It says on
Okay.
Friday, Texas Governor Greg Abbott began loosening the state's coronavirus restrictions and allowed movie theaters and select businesses to reopen doors and function at a 25% capacity while keeping in line with COVID-19 safety protocols. So, yeah. It
Gosh,
also says Texas Health. Okay, so when did this was May 3rd.
uh-huh.
It is May 25th now. It's been 22 days, and apparently on May 2nd, the same day that the AP reported Texas was hit with more than 1,000 new coronavirus cases for the third consecutive day.
Wait, when did that article come out? Like, oh, okay,
May 3rd, 2020,
May 3rd,
by
and we're
Dino Reyes
at.
Ramos.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
May
look
3rd.
at the. Hold up. I want to look at. So I'm on the John Hopkins website, and I just want to see like a comparison from May 3rd to today, because Texas. So you're saying that Texas opened on May 3rd?
Uh-huh.
I,
Yes.
I think they're. I think they said I don't know when it went into effect, but they're saying I'm trying to read ahead.
Okay.
That's it. I don't see anything else. So it looks like okay, here we go. Says I guess this is like different type of theater chase. Santikos opened the theaters in Palladium. Damn, they got some weird names going on. Cibolo and Casablanca in addition. Okay. So I guess in addition, Evo Entertainment will open theaters in Texas City's Kyle and Shirts on May 4th. They will adhere to the protocol and include temperature checks and airport security like check-in. Interesting.
At where?
In Texas.
It,
So
at the
on May
theater?
4th. Yeah, at the theaters they're gonna do airport security like check-ins, and they're gonna do temperature checks.
I don't
So
know
they're
about.
checking everybody's temperature.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. And they
Is
also
it even
said
worth
that
going to a movie at that point?
I don't know, man. I just really
If
like
it's
movie
that,
theaters, man.
if that's the case, I don't think I want to go.
Yeah, because I don't know. It
Cause
would
like
be
even
hard.
even even oh sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was trying to
Oh,
figure out what that sound is.
Sorry, that
um
was me.
Oh, okay.
I hit
no,
my head
cause
up
cause
against the wall.
even when I went back to work for just for those 2 days, it's like me and Mario, we both work at Costco, and during this time, like even before we start our shift, we have to go through like a screening process, to make sure that no one is sick, and
Hmm.
you know, like it just I don't know, it just doesn't like it doesn't feel normal to actually do that, go to work, actually go through like a screening process. I mean, they're not like checking our blood or temperature, but
Hmm.
some places they do check your temperature. But if it's getting to a point, because like movie theaters is for enjoyment, right? I don't want to
Yeah.
go through like a security, like airport security process just to watch a movie. Like if that's what's gonna happen, I don't think it's worth going to a movie theater.
Oh, it's just
Man,
gonna be
I
the
don't
new
know.
normal for right
Sucks.
now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I don't know, man. Yeah, I didn't say anything about having to wear a mask or anything. My thing is just like I don't even want to wear a mask either, just because I don't like. It's just not comfortable. So at that point, I just wouldn't go
Hmm.
because even today when we went to go get our food in the restaurant, like we were in there for like 20 minutes and I was like sweating already. I'm like, damn. I mean, obviously it was hot in there too, but usually the movie theaters aren't hot, but it's like it's not comfortable. Like you want to be comfortable and relax because you're gonna sit there for at least 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, I mean, from the sounds, from the looks of it, neither all any of us really are. Like we all want to go back to the movies, but
Just not yet.
just not yet. You know.
To be
Yeah.
honest, but are movies really gonna be a thing? Because I think that movie. I mean, it's not really a big movie, but Trolls. That movie came out and it did like
Yeah.
wonderful on the digital release. I mean, yeah, digital release streaming service or whatever.
Mm.
I forget what they did, but it did fantastic. I mean, Scoop probably would have been good if it was good, but it wasn't
Oh
sad.
god, fucking Scoop. Yeah, I think the thing is with that though is that that's a kids movie. So
And
I bet you a bunch of people that bought that was to shut their damn kids up because all the kids are at home right now. And I think the problem is too is that I think we need movie theaters because if we don't have movie theaters, we're not gonna get Avengers Endgame. We're not gonna get those type of movies. We're not gonna get a Black Widow movie. We're not gonna get those Fast and Furious movies because those movies need money. They need lots of money to make. Like Avengers Endgame, I think like the total budget for that film is over $300 million, and there's no way they're gonna
you're
make
gonna
a
make that
three
on
hundred.
digital.
Yeah, there's no way they're gonna make
Plus,
a three
you're
hundred
gonna
fifty
you're
dollar
gonna
million dollar
you're gonna
movie
make way
anymore.
more money by making a
In the
family
theaters.
film because
Yeah, exactly.
you're paying one time for the movie for probably a few, like maybe a whole family, maybe even more. Somebody shares their account with somebody. But
Yeah.
theaters, you have to individually pay for every person that's with you.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
it's like, how many people are just gonna download that movie illegally or stream it illegally? Especially if it's a
So,
huge movie, you know?
they'll be losing way more money because
Oh,
they
they'd be losing so much money.
because I forget a Fandango was charging $20 for a movie to stream, and people were complaining that that's too much. But
I would
twenty
charge
dollars,
more.
that yeah, but
Charge fine.
$20 that's actually a pretty good deal because
It is a good deal.
if
Once
it's
movies
five
come out,
people that's trying to watch it, all of you guys can just pitch in.
Mm-hmm.
Watch
Exactly.
it. Oh, you
And
know,
see
most
what the thing is that's interesting about the Trolls one is that it was $20 to buy. That's what people are forgetting. It's just like I think Invisible Man and it could be another movie. It was like $25 just to rent.
mhm.
But they actually let you buy it, which is even like that's even a better deal. Because like I said, Trolls is an interesting movie just because of the fact that it's a kids movie, and right now, what are kids doing?
at home chilling.
Yeah, just at
Exactly.
home.
And you know what? The parents are just like, well, oh, you like Trolls, cool, put that on. Like if it was like a bigger movie, like that's what I'm saying. It's just like the problem is that what's cool about movies right now is that we still get the blockbuster movies, but we still also get like those low budget movies, and then we still get like movies like Parasite, which didn't have a huge budget. It had a decent budget, but what I'm saying is that if we don't have the movie theaters, I don't think we get a movie like Tenet ever again. Because I don't think they would. I don't think a company would feel comfortable giving a director $150 million, and maybe you just don't make the money back. Because the movies you just make so much money on, there's just no way. There's no way. That sucks.
How much of how much of the ticket prices act goes to the actual
All the
movie?
tickets prices go
Goes
to the movie
no,
theaters.
but doesn't
Actually
some of
make
it go to the actual theater, or
no
do they only
movie.
make from the concessions?
Yeah, they only make concessions.
Oh, okay.
So movie theaters, the price that we pay is going all towards movie. When we buy concessions, I like popcorn,
Not,
all that shit.
but I'm pretty sure they
No, I
got
think they get some kickback.
No,
yeah because
somebody told me they don't get anything off of like you purchasing a ticket. That's why they try to push you to buy popcorn and stuff so hard.
Oh, well, yeah, they definitely want the popcorn. They're getting
Because
100% of that.
I
they're
remember
getting 100% of that, so they're not making any money off of the movie.
I asked that because I remember watching Quentin Tarantino talking about the release of the Hateful Eight,
Hmm.
and I guess there's this famous movie theater that he grew up at, that's in L.A., and he wanted to premiere the movie there, or not premiere the movie, but make a
Hmm.
deal with the movie theater to show it. Like he wants the Hateful Eight to be like it's number one movie to be shown
Hmm.
uh, for like a short period of time. But then that was the same time that Star Wars Force Awakens
Hmm. I
came out,
remember.
and I think because he wasn't. I don't know what was. what the deal was. Like first they had made a contract that they were going to show more of the Hateful Eight than Star Wars, but something about like I can't remember if it was um the Hateful Eight. They just thought it wasn't going to make that much money, so they were going to put Star Wars or Quentin Tarantino like didn't make a good deal with the movie theater. I don't know if there was like enough money into it, so they just ended up canceling his. I mean, they didn't cancel it, but they decided to
He's
show
in
more.
shot.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right, Mike. I looked it up. I was gonna say there's no way that happens because if I'm a movie theater, I would be like, "Fuck you! I'm not playing your movie." They get 45%.
45.
45%. And the thing is though, like Jesus was saying, they make deals. So I think Disney actually gets probably the highest percentage of kickback on a ticket sale.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you're a movie theater, it's the same thing as like Costco. They're gonna push you to buy their Kirkland brand because they're gonna get 100% back of that because that's their brand. The same thing like is the movie theaters pushing like, oh yeah, get like I mean obviously some of the the drinks and stuff like there's obviously deals that are made and to carry a Coke product. That's why like some places only carry Pepsi products. Like you just got to cut that deal. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's dude. I wouldn't even want to like look at like a fucking spreadsheet of how that breaks down. That just sounds confusing.
It
But yeah,
completely.
they get a little bit of kickback on it because if not, they just wouldn't be able to stay open.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I remember that Disney actually does get kickback the most because I remember there was I think I know what you're talking about, but I remember Disney being I think Disney was like really like screwing over this one small theater where they weren't allowing them to put anything else out. It was just their movie. I don't know if it was due to a deal or something like that, but
Yeah, it sounds similar.
yeah, that's why everyone was like as much as we love Disney owning everything and it's cool for us, but I know that's why they're making a big deal about them owning Marvel. Now they own Fox Productions, like their movie and TV side. And then they own something else. What am I blanking on? Oh, Star Wars. Duh.
Yeah.
Like they own like three of like the biggest things ever.
Does it? So I just had a thought right now. With Disney,
Tell us that thought, bro.
because
What's
because
her
they
name?
just you know, I don't want to say.
Yeah, I know what you were gonna. I almost said it. We would have had to cut that out.
Yeah, cut that. Yeah.
We had to cut that out.
Um.
Are we saying the name?
No, don't
No.
say the name.
Just, just playing.
Shh.
No, but
I'll type it in the chat.
I just had this thought because of each year Disney keeps acquiring new companies, new assets.
Mm-hmm.
Does it sound crazy if in the future Disney's just like, fuck it, we're gonna make our own movie theater. It's gonna be the Disney theater.
Yep, that's gonna happen.
100%
That is one
We're
hundred
assets.
gonna
percent
just
gonna happen, and they're thinking about it right now.
really,
Hell yeah, because they have so much fucking content right now. Dude?
They got
They have so much
Fox.
infrastructure that yeah, they have Fox, but what I'm saying is they're gonna have so many movies. Like think of how many Marvel movies are gonna be like think of just how many Disney movies come out a year. There's so many. There's so many
Yeah.
Disney movies that come out
hmm
every year, that you don't even realize that they own. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I
hmm
would totally I guarantee they're thinking about it and they gotta figure out whether or not the economics work. But
yeah,
oh, it's definitely crossed their mind. They're definitely thinking about it now. I think that this has opened their eyes as to what the problems could be. But
hmm
there's definitely money to be made, and especially just imagine what's gonna happen. Let's say AMC goes out of business or Cinemark goes out of business, dude. Those are just empty like
Buildings.
buildings that
yeah,
are
empty
movie
buildings. Yeah,
theaters. What's stopping Disney from being like, oh, we're about to swoop up all of those buildings?
Nothing.
yeah,
Like then they don't even have to worry about building anything. They would just be there already. They would just have to pay for the actual plot of land and for obviously, the building. But that'd be like they wouldn't have to worry about building one from scratch or anything like that or finding a place like boom, it's already done. Because I
yeah.
remember I listened to that topic before and I read about it, but it's just like, yeah, it's super interesting because if that were to happen, like they would just like they could easily swoop in. Now, if they want to do that, who knows? But yeah, like I definitely see
Yeah,
it as a possibility in the future.
what I think could happen in the future is one, either Century Theaters or AMC or any other movie theaters. Either one, they go out of business and Disney just swoops in, like the building's already there, so they don't, they would just have to renovate the whole place, put it under its brand, and boom, is good to go. Or I could see Disney just buying out AMC, Century Theater, putting it under their wing. I can see.
I don't think they could do that. I think at that point they'd become a monopoly
Yeah.
because
You
they would
think?
have too many things in that same umbrella. Because the problem is that yeah, I don't. That's the thing too. Is just like could they own a theater chain? Because now it's just like you're the supplier and you're also
The producer.
yeah the producer, and it's just like things start to get a little. You know what I'm saying? Things start to get a little tricky. Like now you're starting you're they're already teetering on the line of a monopoly. So I don't
Mhm.
know if they would be able to even do that because I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
know.
there is there some type of like law or
Yeah,
regulation that doesn't allow them to?
yeah.
Okay.
It's called the monopoly law. I think. I'm not even joking. It's something
Monopoly.
like that. It has to do with it's a company gaining too much power. Like they just like their revenue streams and it's just it's too much. And I think that's where they're at a point right now because Disney does own a lot, and they just like I don't know any other
Oh.
company that owns that much. Because you know what else Disney owns that I didn't even think of?
Hmm.
ESPN. They own
Yeah.
ESPN,
Yes.
dude.
Sport. Yeah. They own that Sports Center. Like every
Yeah,
time something from Sports Center, it's from Disney.
it's from Disney. It's like cool.
Uh,
You guys like that Last Dance documentary so much? That ESPN one? Yeah, Disney.
hmm
You're welcome. But
that monopoly law, I just found it. It's called
mhm.
the Sherman Antitrust Act.
Yeah, totally. I knew that. Yeah, it's just too much power for one company. Because then you could just start bullying the smaller companies into doing whatever you want because you have so much power and you control so many different things.
Hmm.
Like that's crazy. They own ESPN, like Disney. Dude, they saw Disneyland their parks. Oh my god, it makes so much money now. I'm starting to think about it.
I want to look at like what other companies they own.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they own a ton. I'm just thinking of the big things and their IPs that they own. Because
Yeah.
think about like Star Wars. Star Wars is like well known. Everybody knows who Star Wars is. Everybody knows who Marvel is now.
Hmm.
And like Fox is like a brand like everyone knows Fox. Dun, 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 dun. Like everyone knows a fucking song when it comes up.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know. I think they own a lot. Oh, they own Hulu too.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
What the fuck? I forgot. They really do own everything. Holy shit.
They own The
They
Simpsons. They
own
own Family
ABC.
Guy.
They own ABC and A&E and the History Channel and Lifetime and Pixar and Vice Media. I didn't know they owned Vice Media.
God damn.
Well, they have a 10% stake in Vice Media. ESPN, they have an 80% stake, which means they own it.
80%. Yeah.
But like brands too, it's just like here they're just going like Pixar, Pirates of the Caribbean, Star Wars, The Muppets, Disney,
Hmm.
Princesses, Princes, the MCU, Grey's Anatomy. All
Dude,
these
I
are just
didn't.
huge things, man.
Grey's
American
Anatomy's
Idol,
trash.
American Horror Story. I didn't even know that was under
Damn.
Disney.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
all A&E. I mean not A&E, but
I thought FX
which one got?
owns.
Yeah, but they bought Fox, which is FX is
Yeah.
a part
Oh
of Fox.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Dude, they have a picture here that shows everything.
Wait, whoa. Hold on. What's this? National Amusements, owner of Paramount Pictures and Viacom Media Networks, which is the parent Nickelodeon and TV. Nickelodeon's under Disney? No. Or wait. Oh, I think it's a
Mm-hmm.
parent of.
Damn, that's a lot. Like it's a lot to read that they own.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
I wish I could send you guys this picture because it really puts everything into perspective.
Is
So
it
yeah,
the?
the
Is
one
it
that has
like
the Mickey
the
ears.
yeah, like the
You
big
see that one?
circle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at that one too. There's so many.
Fox
Okay.
has such good
So
movies. I love Fox. And they own Fox Sports. Holy shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's too much. I don't think we should give them anything else. They got to figure out Star Wars before we could give them anything else. Because I'm a little disappointed. They great job on Marvel. Applaud. But until they can figure out Star Wars, they don't deserve to own anything else right now.
they're supposed to be going into a new era called the High Republic era.
In Disney, I mean in
It's
Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah. They're starting it out with books and
Oh
comics,
my god.
and the High Republic, which I don't. I mean, I there might be some interesting stories. I don't know. I mean, they don't really talk about who the main villain are because the Sith during that time are still in hiding, so you're not going to see any Sith. It's just a bunch of Jedi.
Boring.
But it takes place 400 years before
Oh my god.
Episode 4.
Oh, you know what? At least it's far away. My thing is just like, cool, moving to another era or whatever. But just like the last one we got wasn't that great. I just don't think they know what they're doing. I don't think Kathleen Kennedy really has, I think we all thought she knew what we wanted, but I don't think she does. You know?
No, she has her own agenda of what she wants.
Yeah, she has her own vision, and that's cool. I just don't think most people agree with that vision. I just like when I think about it, to me, like, okay, so we got episode 7. I think that's a good movie. I think Rogue One is a good movie. Um, I think that's it. Episode 9's fine. I keep saying I'm gonna rewatch it, and I started, and I'm like, I don't want to watch this.
Episode 9 is not fun.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think Star Wars is a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother. We could go for hours talking about Star Wars.
Yeah.
I just think they just need to figure out like what path do they really want to go and really focus on it. I think the biggest problem with that trilogy is that they had one director tell his story and set it up, but then they had the next director kind of do his own thing, and it kind of fucked up like where you thought things were going. And I think that's what really like started screwing things up.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever, we'll talk about that like in another fucking thing. I think we're
Yeah.
good now. We've been going for a fucking hour and 40 minutes, and I'm kind of tired now.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired.
I'm hot
I'm
as
kinda
fuck. I had the fan off this whole time. I'm sweating bullets.
Oh, I have my fan on because I have a good microphone and it blocks out the fan mic.
You said you couldn't hear me, so I turned it off. I've been hot.
Oh, okay. All right. No, that's been what? Premature Podcast episode 3. 5 years later, we came back from the dead. Quarantine has not killed us yet.
Neither has anything
Knock
else.
on wood. Yeah, neither has anything life. Yeah, exactly. There was a running joke that we said Mike won last past what, 22?
22.
22? And I would like to say he has.
I'm
All
24.
right, and I'm proud of you.
24.
All right, that's it.
All right. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.